Hello guys, Jamboo here and welcome to this video. You guys loved the last video on my channel, which was sort of an inside the mind tutorial on how to play the FC meta. So I'm going to give you guys another one. If you want to see more of these, do drop a like. The aim is to help you and your support by liking, commenting, subscribing. It lets me know that you want to see more of this kind of video. So do let me know. We've got some rewards to quickly smash open as well, and then we're going to get into some gameplay. So I hope you enjoy. If you're looking for the cheapest FC26 coins to build your super team, then look no further than MMOEXP.com. You can use code JAMBOO for 8% off the already cheapest coins. Okay, so I didn't actually manage to have time to sneak right back into the Elite Division, sadly. But we are going to quickly bash these open. The rewards are meant to be a bit better now. So, you know, we're hoping that we can maybe pick up something at least half decent from here. You know, do I think we're going to? Probably not. But I really want to be in the Elite Division for next week. So that is, of course, going to be the plan. These rewards they just don't get you excited, do they? Let's be honest. Oh, we do get a Militao there, who I'm guessing is probably worth like 2k. Let's have a little look. Militao FC26. We'll pick one of the sites and see what he's worth. 8k. So we're actually better off, I believe. We're just going to take Hemp. Hopefully that is the right decision. But, I mean, we're penny pinching anyway at that point, to be honest with you. But, yeah, do let me know how you guys have been getting on, you know, in your rivals and stuff like that, because I am interested to know if my last video, you know, maybe that helped you and got you a little way up the divisions and stuff like that as well. That'd be cool to know, so just let me know. We have this pick now, 85 pluses. Come on, EA Sports. We do get an 86, Bremer, and then Stanway. So, all in all, you know, it's not ideal. But we're going to get into what we're here for now, which is actually some gameplay. Now, I am in the 4-1-4-1. I'm going to be dropping the best 4-5-1 custom tactics soon. So do make sure that you subscribe and get ready for that, because they're quite simply at the moment the best custom tactics in the game. There is nothing better than a maxed out, if you like, 4-5-1 currently on this game. Nothing can compete with it formation-wise. So we're going to talk about all this when we get into the game. I'm going to help you guys, but I'll cut when we eventually find... Oh, might not need to do a cut. We're going to ready up, and hopefully he goes straight in as well. Yes, he does. And here we go. So it is my first game on of the day. Excuse me if there's, you know, a little bit of rust here and there. You know, I might not be... absolutely bang on point right now, but let's see how we go. We will have a look at our opponent's team here. Really good defense and keeper. Yeah, he's in a 4-5-1 as well. And yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm surprised at all. It is a 4-5-1. You know, we're in Division 1, which is sweaty. But let's go. So, I always start with a couple of offside traps. Sometimes I still team press from a kickoff, but it's not as important as it was, you know, before the actual patch. You can see what I tend to do here is I'm actually dragging my players back into position. There is absolutely no point, for the most part, in going and pressing, like, aggressively, because at this level anyway, like, people are just not... That would have been a crazy kickoff. Like, for me, say I grab my striker and I go and press the guy, he's just going to pass the ball away. You are never, at this level, ever going to tackle somebody by just running your striker at them. So it's actually more beneficial to just run your players back, is what I've found. But from here, we're sort of taking our time. He's going to be doing the same. You can see there, he's dragging his players back, pressing a little bit here and there. Really good interception from him there. Cut the passing lane well. We've got to make sure that we're covering these through balls. You can see I tracked Alba the whole way back. Oh, I thought something weird was going to happen then, but we do get away with it. Player lock, and now I'm sending Lamine Yamal and my CDM on a run. The opponent has covered it very well. Trying to use that tiki-taka. We end up just about getting away with it. The opponent steps in again, though. His press is crazy, so that's something that we've got to be careful of. Using that second man press, got to make sure that we're covering these cutback opportunities here. We do manage to get the ball away with Saliba. This is insane. Like, I don't know what tactic he's on. It's 5-4-1. It's doing the work for him, though. Offside trap here. Make sure that we're covering this through ball. You can see here, just using that second man press, covering the cutback opportunity manually, and now I'm just trying to get out of my half, to be completely honest with you. Sending Yamal on a manual run here. There we go. We will find it, and from here we're cutting inside. Really good defending from the opponent. You can see he dragged his centre back into that passing lane in order to cut out the danger. Here again, got to make sure that we're cutting out these through balls, trying to step into the passing lanes where possible, as you can see. He's using double taps and all that fancy stuff, dragging our CDM back, and we just about managed to snuff out the danger. We're going to send Yamal on another run, call him short, sort of mixing it up. And this opponent is one of the best I've played in a while in terms of his pressing. He is absolutely everywhere. But we will not let it phase us. We'll try and slow down the build-up a little bit. We need to restrict the possession he's getting, because he's getting way too much of the ball. Double tap into Bellingham there worked great. Pinner just absolutely baited me. Like, looks like she's running in behind, and then the second I go to play the pass, she stops. So we're going to drag our players back again. This meta is so boring, by the way. Like, the way you play, just dragging players back and, you know, not really showing too much pressing ambition. You can see we let the AI step in and defend for us there. We'll send our fullback on a run, get Yamal moving as well. Using a player lock here, we're actually going to send it. Just waited for the perfect time in order to send that through ball there. Looking for a cutback. We'll use a bit of shielding with Pinner. Oh, it's unlucky, man. We nearly actually went round the keeper. We're going to take the corner short. Try and give it back to Yamal, recycle it to the edge, and I'm going to use technical dribbling here. Nearly bumbled our way through, but good defending from the opponent. Got to make sure once again, you know, that we're marking these through balls. Really good press there. We'll get Pinner sent on a run, double tap pass, bit of technical dribbling here, and then we do find the back of the net. Really good goal. We've been patient because this opponent, he's not been letting us have too much, but you can see just one simple attack there. You get your attacker running through the middle of the pitch, and you use those double taps to your advantage. But dragging midfielders back again, using that second man press, and you can see the AI is very good in these formations at actually stepping in and just bailing you out of danger. It's a very boring way to play, I can't lie. But it's just the meta, you know, at the top level at the moment. We'll call Yamal short once again. We're going to use a little chipped ball here. Then with Bellingham, we get it to the striker. Unfortunately not. I mean, it's crazy how inconsistent, like, first-time passes are, even with tiki-taka at times. In these wide positions, this is technical time, so we're using the R1 to try and dribble and fidget spin and make space. Obviously, at this level, people are still good at defending, so he stepped in and did well. The AI tracking back ends up winning us the ball there, and we're just going to recycle again and try and get some sort of decent attack flowing. You can see your mouse cut really inside there to the point where we can't even really use the option. We get very fortunate. We're going to send Yamal on a run, play the ball, play a lock with Bellingham. We're going to fake a play a lock here just to give us an extra couple of yards. If that pass worked, we were in a really promising position, but unfortunately it didn't. Here, very important to make sure that we're cutting out these through balls from this area. He's always going to go for a cutback. So as you can see there, I knew what he was going to do before even he did. And we end up dealing with it very well. We're going to fake a player lock here. Just get Bellingham running the whole way. And then Pacho, that guy is incredible, honestly. Using an offside trap just to raise the line a bit. We're going to have to drag players back here for sure, because we're quite open. But you can see here, we're just trying to cut out all the easy passing options that this guy has. He's managed it very well. We're going to drag Saliba up here to mark his striker. That is absolutely crazy that that pass worked how it did. But we do end up dealing with it well. Driven pass into Bon Mati. Bit of technical dribbling. And then hopefully we win this header. No, we don't. He's going to try and recycle, and that is going to be the end of the half. So, I mean, it weren't the most enthralling half of football, I must admit. But we've sort of done our job as far as the meta goes on this game. We're staying in shape. We've not conceded. We're letting this sort of formation, you know, this 4-1-4-1, it's very similar to a 4-5-1, and we're just letting it do the work. And you can see, you know, defensively very solid. We've created the chance we need. We're doing the right things, the fundamentals, at the right time, and that is the most important thing. You need to sort of get a play style in place where you know sort of the rules of what you're meant to be doing in every position. So, for example, you know, that opportunity a second ago that our opponent had where I called before he even passed that he's going to recycle and we got in the passing lane. I always know that from that area, that is the meta thing to go for. So I don't even have to think about what to do. You know, I can just switch and cut that passing lane. And you just need to be playing the game in that way. It's really not so much a game anymore of being instinctive and doing things on the fly. You sort of need that system in place. But anyway, we're sending our fullback on a run here. You can see Alba. He's going to be moving up the pitch, and we plan to use that a little bit later on. He's going to be pushed forward here. So taking our time, getting the ball back into the middle, and there you can see we get it with Alba. Very nearly get that double tap pass off there. Have to be careful now. He's going to have these in behind runs. So we're marking the through ball options. Our AI, I really expected them to intercept that, but we sort of deal with it in the end anyway. Technical dribbling with Yamal. Get Yamal on a run again as well, and then we're going to send that ball over. We may have an overlap here on the other side, so we're going to try and go for that. Taking our time, not really anything too much on, so we're going to recycle. Look to get the ball out to a winger where possible. This guy's pressing quite heavily now. Obviously, he's losing the game at this point. Bit of technical dribbling just to keep the ball. Pop the ball back into the midfield. And it seems very negative. You know, it's almost like we're wasting time now. But that's really not the case. It's just that there's genuinely, at this level, not a lot of passing options. And you're having to recycle and go back on yourself a lot. That's just sort of the way it is. Here, dragging the midfielder back. Trying to micromanage our players. You can see he should be offside there. Yeah. But rather than worrying about the ball holder, we're actually just managing our players' position. That is awful from me, by the way. Good second man press, though, on the recovery. Pinner could well be in here. We'll use some technical dribbling. You can see he gets us a couple of extra yards. We'll recycle into Bellingham. More R1 dribbling into Williams, and bang. We find ourselves 2-0 up, and this guy is probably going to end up leaving now. But this has been a really good performance. Maybe he's actually going to do some tactical changes to try and get back into the game. That'd be a lot better for this video. So you can see how we manage that. There we go. So we find ourselves 2-0 up, and we've not particularly played great here. You know, I've made a couple of poor passing decisions. But our general sort of system and style of play is carrying us here. We're going to have to mark those cutback opportunities. There's nothing really else that he can go for. So you see there, we allow him to have the cutback in, and we end up just winning the ball from the second man press anyway. That was meant to be a tiny little dinked pass into our midfield, and we ended up booting the ball miles. But see here again, dragging players back into position should be offside, right? Apparently not. So he does get a goal back. You can see the sheer amount of running options that the guy had there. And he's turned on some press, because right now I cannot string a 5-yard pass together. So that is really fun, EA. You know, good mechanic, the old team press. We will offside trap. Really, really good press there. Double tap ball as well. We do manage to get it to Pinner. Do we get the shot? Oh my God, referee. Is it a pen? I don't even know. It's a red card, though, so it's not going to be a penalty. But, you know, we sort of take those. It's a really dangerous area free kick, this, as well. So hopefully we can make something work off of it. But you can see there, it's very, very simple. You know, the way people are attacking, like I just did there, it's one simple double tap through ball in behind, and your opponent is just in a world of trouble. You know, it's very difficult to defend on this game. You know, even if you mark the passing lanes correctly, a lot of the time a double tap through ball will just throw off everything and find its way through anyway. And you can see there, even with Pinner, the reason he fouled us like that is because despite her not having great pace, she just gets in and away anyway. So from here, I've got sort of a technique that I do on these free kicks. So I'm going to show you guys. I get this player here, and we're going to pass to him, pass straight back, and then hit a finesse. And a lot of the time, that just flies into the top corner. That's sort of what I do from those free kicks. But from here, we're going to recycle to the edge. Recycle again, trying to get it to our technical plus players where possible, because that is one of the better ways of breaking people down. We will take our time, no need to rush anything at all at this point. Use a player lock, we'll get that through ball in behind, we'll sweat it across to Yamal, technical dribbling into the cutback, and just like that, we do find another goal. You can see the value there in that technical dribbling with R1 with Yamal. We just fly past his defender and it gives us an easy cutback opportunity. Because of these formations, you know, we end up having a midfielder just there ready to tap the ball in. This guy, has he given up? I can't really tell whether he's just sort of trolling or... we do step in, win the ball. Beautiful. And I think he has just about had enough. So I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch the rest of this. Hopefully you have learnt something today. I appreciate you all for watching. Leave a like if you made it this far. Subscribe for more. Hopefully you learnt something. I'll catch you on the next one. And peace.